Hello YouTube coin community, this is Robert with CoinOp, and today we're going to look at some varieties that you can find in the small dollar series of modern coinage. Now I'm going to be talking about from 1979 up to 2007. I'm not going to go through all of them as there's quite a few of them, but this will give you a good idea of some of the varieties that you'll be able to find. And we're going to go, and at the end of it, I'm going to show you a bonus that can be found in the same time, and realistically, it can be found in pocket change that could take in, well, if you like to cherry pick, it'll definitely make your year. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first dollar we're going to look at is the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar. Now, it comes in both the normal date and the wide rim near date. Now, the wide rim near date is the variety for that year. And if you take and pay particular attention to the 1 in the date, you'll see that it's very close to the rim, and this coin commands a premium. Circulated coins will sell anywhere from $5, and if you get them in uncirculated condition, you can get anywhere from probably $50 to $80. Not bad for a coin you find in your pocket change. Now next I'm going to look at the 2007 P&D Presidential Series dollars. The reason we're going to go through those is they have a couple different edge letter problems for that year. In fact, the whole series had a problem with it. You have the Type 1 and the Type 2 edge letters. Getting one of those examples, if you have to buy them, are going to be relatively simple. They're pretty common, and they shouldn't be no different than the price of a normal 2007 any dependent upon the president. Now we're going to stick with the presidential series dollars, and the 2007 and other years, they have the no edge letter variety. Now this is a little bit more scarce and more desirable, and people tend to take and collect them a little bit more. Most of these examples are going to be in uncirculated condition, and they run anywhere from $23 in a lower uncirculated grade up to the higher uncirculated grades of about $275, with the highest one known out there to grade, which was an MS68, going for $4,500. Not bad for a pocket change find, is it? Our next variety that we're going to look at is going to be for the same year, but it's going to be on a John Adams dollar. But this time we're going to look at the double edge lettering. Now, this is throughout the entire series, as I've said before, and the price of this coin is a little bit cheaper, as it's on the edge and you don't see it readily. Uncirculated examples start out a little higher, to where they're going to run you about $20 to $30, but the top number on that is only going to be about $150. Now here again, I want to remind you, the entire presidential series seems to have been plagued with one variety after the next, so you're going to have to look through, and you'll be able to find these varieties in almost every one of the presidential coinage out there. Now the next varieties we're going to look at is going to be in the Sacagawea dollar series, and we're going to start at the beginning in 2000. Here again, the mint was plagued with quite a few different varieties for that year. Our first variety is going to be the 2000 P Speared Eagle or Wounded Eagle, depending upon who you ask. But this here is a result of a die gouge on the reverse of the Sacagawea dollar between the breast feathers and the tail feathers. In these close-up pictures, you can see the two die gouges that's pretty predominant, and some people will be able to see it with an unaided eye. You can see it without any glass or anything. It's a pretty neat error, and the pricing on it is even prettier. Circulated examples of this variety will run you anywhere from $50 to $80. Uncirculated examples start at about $150, and they go up from there. The highest known graded one is a Mint State 68, and the catalogs for $8,500. Here again, not bad for a little bit of pocket change. The next variety we're going to look at is well known as the Cheerio dollar. It was a 2009 P Sacagawea dollar that had enhanced tail feathers on it. It was late in 1999 that the United States Mint had teamed up with General Mills in an effort to promote the Sacagawea dollar coming out the following year. General Mills had got a supply of 5,500 of the Sacagawea dollars that they took and they scattered amongst 10 million boxes of Cheerios. Now, it was some 5 years later that the so-called Cheerio dollar was actually from a reverse die that was different, and the experts took and considered it a pattern coin. Now, this is just my personal opinion, but I fully expect somebody took and cut out one of those pattern coins and used it to buy something, a candy bar, a soda pop, maybe even an ice cream. I don't know. But I have a feeling that there is one out there, and you can find it in pocket change. The price guides only list this from a 63 to a 68, with a 63 example starting out at $2,800 going all the way up to $9,250 for a 68 example, which, by the way, Stax is going to be auctioning one June 22nd of this year, and it's lot number 1573. All of them came packaged with the Lincoln Cent, and that is going to be in this auction as well, and they'll be sold as a pair. The last variety we're going to look at is a 2000p Washington quarter struck with a reverse of a Sacagawea dollar, also known as the mule. Before 2000, no other mules on regular struck U.S. coins were known to be authentic. PCGS's website says that in May of 2000, Frank Wallace of Arkansas was the first person to discover an authentic mule heir of United States coin. Now, over the years, several of these examples have been known to exist, and I've even heard some stories myself in the coin community of other examples being out there. The first example sold for $29,900 at the ANA convention. Since then, the price has just went up higher and higher on that coin. In April 6th, Numismatic News, there was an article that a record $192,000 was achieved in March at the Stax Bowers Gallery during the Whitman Coin Expo. This is the 17th known example to exist out there, and it was auctioned off this year. That gives me about 192,000 reasons to open up the Sacagawea dollar rolls. I don't know about you, but I would enjoy finding that in a roll of the Sacagawea dollars. So, what did you think about those neat little varieties that you can find in modern day dollars? I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for them. They take and they're just full of a lot of different varieties. I've only touched on these just so that you know. As I said in the video, there's so many of the presidential dollars that the edge lettering had problems. Sacagawea, they've had problems with those. And there's been a few of them there that have, either a mule being one of them or the enhanced tail feathers of the 2000p Sacagawea. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll give us a thumbs up. And I will be working on other videos to try and bring you some more content. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you join us again. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you very much.